Hello, my name is Andrew, and today I'll uh, be talking on the topic on exercise snacks or exercise snacking and why you should do it. And I'll be primarily talking to those who have not already adopted uh, the fitness lifestyle. You know, all those CrossFitters out there, the people who dedicate their life to the gym and the fitness lifestyle. It's definitely for you. I'm definitely speaking to those of us who have busy lives doing, other things like life. Uh, or we just have jobs that don't allow us this kind of time. So, exercise, big scary thing, right? Something that requires a lot of time to go commit to. It requires us to not only commit to, but also uh, endure torturous activity, right? Who wants to be running for an hour? Just the marathoners, no one else, right? Like, we don't want to be doing that. Uh, but with that said, we also know that, and everyone says it, it's also recommended by health professionals everywhere. Exercise has health benefits that are across the board amazing. And essentially exercise is a great prevention tool for a lot of things. Uh, and we all hear that message. But I do want to talk about how these health benefits aren't just like for us right now, right? These health benefits can last us and last us until we are older. And I want us to think about that exercise isn't just like a thing we do to look good and just to feel good, but it's something we're doing to invest in our future self. And sometimes putting in a massive investment at one time is really hard to do, much like finances, right? Like sometimes we can't maximize our retirement fund deposits, and all we can do is add a little bit at a time. But that little bit at a time is better than nothing, and that little bit over time will give you results. Before we talk about those results and maybe a few studies that go into these results, like what exactly is exercise snack? So, exercise snacking is kind of like how it sounds. You exercise in small amounts, like a snack. Uh, it's typically a snack of at least 5 minutes of uh, not really rigorous activity, but of good activity, physical activity. Um, those stretch breaks that you take at your sit down job or your, your sitting job. That's kind of an exercise snack if you do it for 5 minutes and you're doing more than just standing and putting your hands up. You know, you want your heart rate to get up a little bit. And the idea is that uh, we can do exercise snacking with a variety of things. Exercise snacking could just be you do for 5 minutes, you do like a plank, and then you do some like running in places or marching, or you go and climb the stairs, and you only have to dedicate 5 minutes of your time. Ideally, it would be 5 minutes a few times throughout the day, but 5 minutes of your time, which brings me to my next point of, well, how much time, right? Ideally, 30 minutes would be a good number out of your day to not be sedentary and to be moving. And it doesn't have to be 30 minutes all at once. It can be divided into those 5 minutes exercise snacks. But why 30 minutes? Well, Harvard has done some studies on exercise snacking, and so has The Lancet, a peer-reviewed journal article. And they both looked over exercise, not necessarily exercise snacking, but the idea of reducing sedentary time by 30 minutes by just not being sedentary for 30 minutes a day. And the results they found were uh kind of significant. In Harvard, they looked at women specifically, and they found that women who reduced their sedentary time 30 minutes a day would reduce their risk of heart disease by 26%. 26%. That's a pretty big chunk. The Lancet peer review article, they looked at the same time frame, reducing sedentary time by 30 minutes a day, and they found that this reduces death by 10%. May not seem like a lot, but so why do I bring up uh, how this reduces your cardiovascular disease or why this reduces death? It's think about before you address that, think about yourself when you're older, or think about maybe someone that you love who is older, or maybe just think about people who you imagine are old. What's that stigma? And I'm sure as we think about it, you think about like maybe your grandparents or your old neighbor down the street. Some common things that you kind of notice are uh, they shuffle a little bit, right? They don't have a normal walking pattern as they probably once used to. Uh, they kind of have, they may have bad posture, but more than that, maybe they find it hard doing simple activities such as sitting down, walking, going upstairs. Some other things that may have come to mind, they have a lot of doctor's appointments. Their cardiovascular health isn't very good. Uh, their joint health isn't very good. And now imagine, is that something you would want for yourself? I'd imagine not. And we know that the benefits of exercise greatly improves cardiovascular health. That can still work and apply the same way with exercise snacking. You can get those same benefits with exercise snacking and doing that for roughly 30 minutes out of your day. You don't have to go do a huge exercise regimen where it takes like 2 hours out of your day. Just 30 minutes. And that's not even 30 minutes at one time. You could spread it out through your busy day. So why does this help, right? Why would this help? So we already understand that exercise has massive cardiovascular benefits, reducing heart disease. But what's with the shuffling, the gait, uh, bone health, joint health? Keeping your body moving is one of the key factors in maintaining body mobility. And one thing to mention is when you get older, your risk of falling increases. When you fall, a lot of people who are older end up fracturing bones, which is the biggest risk that older people have. Well, we can reduce that by simply exercising. If you do small exercises, you keep your strong muscles, helps with your balance, reducing your fall risk, but also by exercising, you're increasing bone density. Those muscles that you're activating pull on your bones, and that basically tells your bones like, hey, we got to stay strong. And it keeps that bone density up, therefore reducing your risk of having fractures when you fall. So it already seems like a win-win to me. So those are few small reasons why I think we should all be doing exercise snacking. So remember, exercise snacking, 5 minutes a day for 30 minutes, you're already going to be reducing your risk for cardiovascular disease, heart disease. You'll be improving uh, joint mobility, and reducing your risk of falling. Not to mention, by the Lancet peer review article, reducing your chances of death by 10%. All these little things add up. You should start incorporating exercise snacking today. Thank you. That's a little better.